5, 4, 3, 2. Yo, what up, good fam? You're now tuned into the BHURDE podcast, a new platform for free thought, real exchange, and positive change, branded together, all to empower you.
Because you know, over here, to be real and to be felt, you must first
be heard. I'm Hype Walton.
I'm Dom Jones.
And yeah, we here.
And who we got in the studio today? Who we got in the studio today?
Dang! Drop the theme song. Drop the theme song. Oh my God. I love it.
Welcome, ladies.
Thanks
For those who are new,
having us.
let the people know who you are.
Yes.
Well, I'm B,
And it's your girl Mel.
and together we make up Poor Choices, and we are the regular girl's guide to
Dope ass wine.
I'm telling you, let the people know.
That was
I
fresh.
love some wine, okay?
Hey, that's why we're here.
Hey, we sing on this podcast, so
Yeah.
we gotta.
We bring all the songs.
We make up
bring all the
songs. I am not a singer, but get into it.
But she got all the tunes though. Every week, Dom got the tunes.
We got your backup. We got your backup.
Pop lock.
I got you. Pop, lock, and trumpet.
Are you guys gonna be my Braxton sisters to Tony and me?
Listen, we're less problematic than the Braxton. Most definitely. We
That
will
works, that
undeniably be
Even
that.
though
We
girl.
don't want that smoke over here.
We do have a little Tamar in us, but we're definitely more Trina than Tamar.
Oh wow.
Ooh, because you are poor choices. You know,
You
you got
know,
that
we're
whole
classy.
liquor thing. Don't
We're
you?
classy.
Y'all definitely are
But we
classy.
will turn it up if you need be.
We will set this bitch up.
So what brings y'all by the studio today? What brings y'all on to the podcast?
Well, we heard it's a girl power episode, so
It is.
that's why we're here.
It is.
Because we are all about girl power, like
Man.
100%
Man.
girl power.
Black girl power at that.
Oh,
That's what I like to
Magic
hear.
at bling bling.
I just sprinkled it on the microphone. You couldn't see me do that, but I did it.
Yeah. Salt back.
Now I gotta wipe it and I'm done.
Listen, if you can find some white.
Where the Lysol?
Shout out to
Where's the
Rona.
Lysol, yo?
Everybody need
Oh
a
my
plug.
God.
That's
Yeah.
word to Rona.
But it's good to have y'all on the show, man.
It's good to be on the show.
I know. How's y'all show going?
Portraits is taking off, man. We got a new venue. We got a new
Oh, do
camera
you?
crew.
Oh, do
Everything
you?
is just
Oh, do you?
taking off. It's just going
Slowly
so
but
well.
surely growing.
I love
We
it.
just reached 500 followers on Instagram.
Hey,
It
fireworks.
doesn't sound like a lot, but we
It's a
started
lot
like
for us.
nothing,
Look.
so we're proud of it.
Y'all just started, I think, what was it like? Y'all in y'all
June.
Yeah, just in June. So the growth is like
2 months.
pretty crazy.
Mhm.
Like pretty crazy. I see it. I
That's
see it.
really
So that is a big
exciting.
feat.
Really
That is a big
exciting.
feet, yo.
I'm here.
And
excited
they're
to
all
see what
genuine.
y'all
We ain't paid for none of them, y'all.
None of them.
Yeah.
Each of them, we actively went out and like,
You know them bots.
Come on,
we
come
get
follow
on
us.
Yes,
Instagram.
on the DM.
Yes. For more
I can get
followers.
you more followers by. I don't.
No,
excuse
thank
me.
you.
I don't
No,
want
thank
them
you.
followers. I want the
No,
ones
thank
that
I
want
think
me.
it works though. I think people do be paying like $50 for them for the like the
But
2,000.
it looks weird because when your real followers do come in, like you have these like fucking 100 random ass,
Oh yeah.
alias ass accounts.
Yeah, yeah.
No
So-
profile picture.
no pictures
Following
whatsoever.
10,000 people.
It looks
All
weird.
It
No
does.
post.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. You
We
want that
support the
organic.
real over here.
Yeah,
Okay.
you want that organic growth. You want that
Mhm.
organic growth for
Period.
both brands. Yeah.
But listen, since we're here to talk about the girls, the ladies,
Let's do it. Let's do it for the girls.
what's going on with the girls in these streets lately?
Yeah, like what's
Well,
up? Like,
It's a lot.
I feel like we're trying to live our best life, but society just
hold on.
won't let us be
You gotta
right.
define. You gotta define.
A part
what
of me
living
feel like
your
Hot
best
Girl
life
Summer
is,
got
though.
canceled once May got shot.
Oh.
Did it?
Yeah. I didn't want to be a hot girl.
But she
no
got
more.
shot and then she came out with WAP.
Meg wasn't the only hot girl getting shot this summer. A lot of
Okay.
Hello.
cookouts and shootouts have been getting shot up, and the
Hello,
casualties
Breonna
have been
Taylor.
black women.
Okay.
So I don't know. I'm gonna sit in my house on my couch and watch my anime and drink my wine because I'll be goddamn if I'm going to someone's cookout to get shot in the knee. You got me fucked up.
That's real.
I'm not doing it.
That's real.
So
Or
I
on
don't
the
know.
foot while hanging with a friend.
It's been a perilous summer for the hot girls.
It has been.
Right.
Between the
It
Rona,
has been.
between
Yeah.
Tory
It
Lanez,
has been.
Like, I don't know
Quarantine
what's
radio.
gonna
I'm so
take me out
disappointed in
first.
Tori. I
I'm
was
not.
rooting for you.
I'm not.
I was rooting for you.
Were
man.
you?
I
It's not off
Quarantine
brand.
Radio.
That's just not off brand.
So I just heard about that last night. I didn't even know it was a thing. I don't even know this guy.
Oh my
We would
god.
call each
You didn't know
other
about Quarantine Rodeo?
Yes.
Radio? Rodeo. It was a rodeo.
The three of us would be on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
And be like,
On
are you
Instagram
watching
Face
Quarantine
Chat.
Radio? No. Have you
No
logged
one
in yet?
told
No.
me. My sister told me last night. She was like, you
Girl,
don't know about it?
with the
It's
milk,
lit.
the milk,
milk.
bitch. I remember the
Legendary.
first time I got on, it was the shawty in Brazil. She had this almond milk.
He doesn't love almond milk.
She was real live.
I'm allergic.
I just like that she went organic with it. I was
getting mad. I'm like, what about her floor? Like, what about her floor?
Wait. I think I have a vision as your
You know what she did with the
I
milk.
know.
Yeah.
You know what she did with the milk. They're
Shorty
twerking and pouring the
pouring
milk.
the milk on them. One shorty put cereal on her and then poured the milk
And the
on
milk
her.
is just.
You know, what was the girl from Bad Girls Club with the chin?
Quarantine.
Natalie with the chin. Shawty went in her refrigerator and got all the condiments.
Shawnee?
No, Natalie from Bad Girls Club. She got the ranch dressing, the hot sauce.
Natalie Nunn?
Yes.
Don't ask me how I know that name.
And you know her whole name. I was like, wait a minute.
Government.
I think I was on the phone with you on that episode.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. That one in the chick with the Mario outfit.
Yes, with
Legend.
the
Cash.
What was that? A gummy worm?
The gummy worm joint.
I feel left out.
Quarantine.
No one
Nah,
told me.
Portland is canceled. I signed the petition to get him deported.
He was up, and then all of a
I'm
sudden.
not here. You're not gonna
handle
shoot
it.
Meg in the foot and think you could just stay here.
Right.
But my thing is that she protected him. Like that's where I have a
that
problem.
for me boils down to the basis of the argument of how unprotected black women
That's
are.
true. Let's speak on it.
Shawty Real Live had to post pictures of her bullet wound. She had to get on Instagram and explain the climate of America and
get
be
validation.
like, the police are
Yeah.
shooting black people just for the fuck of it. I didn't call the police after this man shot me. Witnesses called the police. It's like, when you
so people heard that this
they were in a
happened?
residential area and he shot her. And the witnesses called the police.
I just want to try and figure out how this can even
I don't
happen.
need to figure it out.
Like, what are we just hanging out in the backyard?
She said they were in an
yeah.
SUV. It was 4 of them, her best friend Kelsey, Tory Lanez, and his fucking security guard. They were all arguing. Meg gets out the car. She's like, I don't want to argue anymore. We're not that far from the house that we have in LA. I'm just gonna walk back to the house.
Yeah, she was there.
And Meg is like, this nigga shot me as I'm walking away. Like,
from the back seat.
So you know,
out the window?
Yeah.
So you know all the rumors about how
and then he
she retaliated because he was talking to Kylie and she got jealous and basically the angry black woman trope.
But you put Callie in the video.
Sis, come to find out.
That's not even valid.
Come to find out, Tory Lanez's publicists and everything were the people that was putting out these rumors. So like you're trying to make her into the bad guy to protect this fucking image when the whole time
she was protecting you.
Yeah.
She was protecting
From
you.
the moment it
happened.
it
It's
happened.
nauseating.
Not since it blew up.
Yeah,
But from the moment it
But why
happened.
does she feel like she had to protect him though? That's my thing. You don't have to protect him.
I think
Just
man
the
or
coof,
woman.
like the coof. Like,
We're
okay,
black.
we're both celebrities.
Yeah.
This was a touchy ass incident. Like, I don't know the story that we're putting out, so let me just not say anything.
And it wasn't long after the whole like George Floyd.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just stay
Yeah.
the cut.
Like
You know,
black people were.
You keep our business our business.
Yeah.
But you began to discredit Shawty. Like, Real Live was saying, oh yeah,
he
she
didn't
was.
even say nothing. He was
Yeah,
quiet.
but his people.
Oh yeah.
The rumors, she was saying the rumors were because his publicists and stuff, they were the ones that put out the story that she beat him up because he was talking to Kylie. Like, I'm just like, and you shot her. I don't give a fuck. She could have said your dick was as small as you are tall.
Jesus.
And that was still no excuse to shoot her.
Wow.
It was no excuse to shoot her. I don't care.
Yeah, no, I don't think that
I would have shot his ass back.
Yeah, no, nothing.
I don't have
is
no guns, but I'll cut
justified.
your ass.
It's not justified. It's just, I think it's a whole lot that they're leaving out, and even she's still not giving the full story.
No.
So that's what
She can if
she wants to.
The full story.
It's
She already
her
told
life.
enough. She already
No,
told
I mean,
enough.
well,
She
she told enough from her perspective, but she can't get the full story because there's other names and other, images to uphold. That's legal stuff, Like,
The people in the car weren't famous.
I just think it's really weird that Tory hasn't said.
anything.
Well, you know,
Not
he
even
already had
outside.
legal issues.
I mean, like,
he already had legal
fade
trouble.
to black, nothing.
Yeah.
Girl.
That's what I'm saying. He went from
nothing.
quarantine radio to not
me not
a
say a
word
damn
on
word.
any bit of social media at all.
He's
that
fucking
is the
canceled.
craziest rise and fall I've ever seen on social media.
Well,
ever.
listen.
He went from
Canceled.
having
I didn't
5
know
That little song he had on the
1,000
radio with
followers
Kalani,
to-
that shit, I don't even. it's
Well,
not about
Kalani
me.
took him off her songs, right?
Good.
JoJo did the same.
Wait,
Oh,
female
yeah?
artists are removing his
Yes.
features?
Canceled. We stand with sisterhood. Okay.
We stand with fucking Meg. I stand with Meg.
Respect, I do too.
You're
Michael
not
B.
gonna shoot my
Michael B.
girl in the
said something
foot
about
and think
it
you
too.
get
I
away with
What
respect
did
it.
he say?
That's bad.
Michael B. He
It's
applauded
fine,
her
that's Michael.
bravery.
Yes. Hey, Michael.
Yeah, he
We love
applauded
you,
her
Mike.
bravery, you know, and they
Hey, Mike.
and I like that I like that Michael B. Jordan said something for the main reason of that they really like to clown him for like liking white women and stuff like that. You know, okay, interracial, that's cool, but you know, he actually understands that I'm a black man, and no matter what, that's a black woman. You know, so shouts out to Michael B. for that, man. He really stepped it up, and
What
because
was
there's a lot of
frustrating
dudes shaming
me?
him.
Yes, or just like joking about it, or like, what did you say to him to make him shoot you? I don't give a
It doesn't
mother.
matter what I said.
Yeah.
You shouldn't. You can't just shoot me.
If I don't have a gun and you have a gun,
Yeah.
like I don't care what I said to you. It's
Yeah.
no justification
Yeah.
for her to have been shot in that instance. Like,
Yeah.
and it's the memes and all that shit. We can kiki about it all day, but
Yeah.
the reality of the situation was like he fucking shot her.
Yeah,
Like.
Yeah.
Was it more than once?
yeah, it was in both feet.
Both feet?
Yeah,
How mad do you
I
have
thought
to
it was
be,
just
bro?
one foot.
I thought it was like
We saw both feet
Maybe it
bleeding
was
in
like
that
both
video.
feet.
Maybe a ricochet and hit the other.
We saw both feet
The
bleeding
bullet
in that
skipping
video.
feet?
Maybe just like,
How the bullet don't bullet?
I don't know.
Tory
I'm
Lanez
not a
ain't that much of a
shooter, so I
shooter.
can't.
No.
Just let the record show. Poor choices stands with you, sis. Fuck Tory Lanez.
Poor
fuck
choices
Chick
and be
States,
heard.
All that
And
shit.
be heard.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm with Meg. So even though she's experiencing a really difficult moment, she still
Has exhibited so much
It's on the
grace.
rise.
Has
She's
exhibited
still on
so
the
much
rise.
couth and decorum. It's just like for black women to not, like, literally, you really just got shot in the foot and you cannot experience a moment of vulnerability. Like, you really have to be that professional fucking maven. Like,
Yeah.
sis, remember that live where she got on? She's like, yeah, she beat her face. It was her first appearance after she got shot. And she's real life struggling to speak through the tears. And it's just like, you have to be that composed and hold
But you
yourself
don't
together
have to be.
speak about your fucking trauma. But that's the expectation.
That's what I was gonna say.
For the
Why are black
platform.
women always expected to be the strong one?
Yeah.
Why do we always have to be the strong one?
Because we're the fucking fixers. Like, we're...
Well, that's a fact. I mean, hello, who's gonna be the vice president? Tell me something.
With Joe's forgetful ass. He did, come on.
He did.
Don't do Joe like that.
We're gonna do Joe like that. Because the whole world, the whole America.
He's I mean, he's aging, okay?
He is.
But he gonna win. He got to win. We don't have no other choice.
Let's talk
man.
about how, okay, so
This
me and
is-
Mesh, our family is from like Cambridge, Virginia, like the fucking sticks. And on the way there, I didn't realize how many like Trump and Pence, like 2020.
Yeah.
It's out here.
Yeah.
It's out here in Maryland.
In
Maryland.
Maryland.
In Maryland.
Rural Maryland.
Yeah.
and rural
In the
Virginia.
DMV, it is
Yeah.
out here. Do not get it twisted.
Yeah.
Do not.
Well, but
get
that
it
M
twisted.
is not a part of the DMV, okay? Let's be true. That's a
Yeah,
different.
It's
kind of like Baltimore as
Yeah.
well.
That's M adjacent.
Not
okay?
that.
That's the Jason part of
Yeah,
it.
no.
I'll take Baltimore.
No,
big
because I
way.
saw. So I went. I ventured out to the oceans of the city,
Hey.
Okay.
and I mean, it was no one there. Thank God.
Hey.
It was, you know,
Social
anxiety.
distancing still.
Right. But I was, even though I went to school out that way, I went
Yeah.
to college there. Shout out to Eastern Shore Hard Park, catch it. But I was surprised to see how many Trump flags we passed along the way.
If it wasn't the Trump
And
one, it was the
yards.
Confederate one.
And I was just like, I don't remember it being like that. But then I went back, you know, over 10 years, because we
Yeah.
won't really tell how old I am.
Yeah.
But over 10 years ago, okay. And I thought about some of the experiences that I did have, and I'm like, you know what? This is about right.
Trump
about
has
right. Even on
emboldened
boats.
people.
Really?
Boats in the ocean, okay?
Really?
Yes, driving the boats, flag waving, proudly, kikiing, drinking, having a good time.
Trump
Especially
has
down there in
emboldened
Salisbury, especially down there in Eastern Shore.
Right,
Yeah, especially
right.
down there.
Eastern Shore.
It's crazy. Pickup trucks everywhere.
Oh, everything,
Oh, yeah.
everything.
Crazy.
Don't, that's what I said. Don't get it twisted. Maryland, shit.
It's disheartening for
It's
me.
still chocolate
Like,
city, so
Yeah.
don't get it twisted.
But I want to touch back on that point that Braxton was making about the fact that she had to persevere through, you know, all of the hardships that she was just dealing with Tory Lanez, and then 3 weeks later she releases the #1 Billboard song,
Hello,
And
WAP.
WAP.
Breaking all types of records.
breaking all.
Is it WAP
so
or
many.
WAP? What are we calling
WAP.
I'm calling it WAP because I got that WAP. So I'm gonna call
Ooh,
it
Whoa.
excuse me, sis.
WAP.
Whoa.
Did I say that?
I
Whoa.
just associate it with guap.
Whoa.
I don't like guap. I don't like guap. So
If you're looking for me.
you can find her on OnlyFans.
Right?
Poor choices.
Don't get no
Slide
subscribers
the
off that. Don't get no subscribers off that, okay?
By any means.
Well,
My
for
speech
real.
required in my onesie.
Hey.
Oh my
Are
god.
they shorts or?
Subscribe to find out.
This weekend only, $4.99.
But see, y'all asked the question of like, why did Megan have to persevere? And you guys are displaying it right now, like the way that you're able to like laugh and carry on through it. You know, like that's
My
exactly what
mom,
Megan
I
had
feel like
to
it's
do.
one of
It's
the
that
like the biggest
same-
advocates of
yeah.
like laugh to keep from crying.
Yeah.
But is that healthy though? Is
no,
that
but
healthy?
it's a learned behavior.
Is that healthy?
100%.
It's one of those pick your battles type things. It's like,
Yep.
okay, I'm in a fucked up place. I'm gonna be in a fucked up place regardless of how I choose to react from it.
Sure.
I can sit here and I can cry about being in a
Mhm.
fucked up place, or I can kiki the fuck through this fucked up place.
Yeah.
And then make it on the other side, A, with this life experience of having survived this fucked up place, and B, with the giggles
True.
that you feel me?
But even as a black woman, put yourself in Megan's shoes. Even as a black woman specifically, and she's hit the highest height with the #1 Billboard single, Cardi B delivering the Birkin bag to her doorstep, custom Birkin,
One of one.
unrelated price tag to it. You can't even price it.
One of one.
Crazy, one of one.
But can I speak on
How
that?
does she have the chance to heal from
wait.
the shootings?
No, finish your question. And then
That's it. No, that was the question. How does she have a
For
chance to
me,
heal from even hitting
honestly,
something so high? Does she get a chance to be vulnerable?
Yeah.
Where's her vulnerable moment?
I feel like the celebrity sort of provides that layer of vulnerability. Like she has the space to be like, okay, like we don't know what exact day she got shot. You feel me?
Yeah.
We don't know what healing she went through in the time that it took for her to learn how to walk again, to film the video. We don't know what rehabilitation like.
Yeah.
I feel like that celebrity sort of provides a degree of access. That's like, okay, I can heal properly. I have all the right doctors to make sure I can wear the type of high heels that I want to wear for my video shoots. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like if it were to be like me or Mish or Dom, if we had got shot off some regular argument shit,
Yeah.
it's no fucking way that we would be in a music video 2 weeks from now.
True.
But also, like, this shit didn't happen yesterday.
Mhm.
Sis has been quiet for a minute,
Yeah,
and
right.
we've all been like on the edge of our seat,
Like,
waiting
waiting to
for
hear,
her to
yeah.
tell her story.
Mhm.
So I feel like that time that she took
Was her
before she
rehab
spilled
time.
the tea was her that was her processing, that was her healing, that was her
Talk to my
making peace
therapist,
with
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that time that she took before she actually got on live and was like, he shot me, before she came out and said
Crazy.
that, I feel like that between
Crazy.
that time, what was it, like a month and a
But
half?
even for
maybe?
her, have to have
Yeah, it was like a
had
month.
to
It
get
was
to
a
that
month.
point
Okay.
of like her dropping like little things on Instagram, never explicitly saying
Cone
Tory
of
Lanez
silence.
shot me. For her
She's
to have to
protecting him.
explicitly say this nigga shot me.
But she threatened the
It's
PR
nauseating to
team.
me.
She threatened the PR
I don't
team.
like
It's like,
that.
y'all keep playing one more time, I'm gonna air you out. But she kept it on the tuck because of legal matters. Like she knew like a lot
Or
of
just couth, like
That too, that
celebrity,
too.
like you can't
Can I
everything.
have my life a little bit.
Everything
Yeah,
can't be for
I
everybody.
don't think she needed. I don't think she needed to say anything about it. It's her
I
life,
agree.
like you said. It's
Hold on,
her
hold on.
life.
If you
She
agree
didn't
that
need to
she
speak.
didn't need to say anything about it, did Jada need to say anything about
Definitely not. Are you kidding me? No.
She married. Oh.
No.
She
And
didn't say
again, if
nothing.
that's her business, she did not need to. No. And
Teach should call you
but
stupid.
then you're gonna come to the table and speak on it and not say shit.
Half-ass the table.
If you won't come to the table, come to the table.
But that's when Will called her out.
But she still skirted around that bitch.
And right, he said, so we're gonna call it an attack. Like,
but
you mean a relationship? Why he gotta say?
Was you sucking his dick or not?
Let's be real. It wasn't her call to put it out there. First of all,
who was called?
It wasn't her call.
Whose call was?
If it was up to me, I would have kept this between our four walls, and it would have been the three of us knowing it.
So you saying Will made the call?
No, other boo boo.
Yeah, August.
Because he
came out first.
Showed his hand.
He was on the Angela Yee joint, and that's how it came out.
Braxton.
If you gonna ask me,
with the lock flip,
from the whole little circle synopsis of the situation, right? August in the interview was like, boom, I had mental health issues. I had a lean addiction. I was going through all this wild shit, and she helped me, right? She came at me like off some guru shit, and then she just slipped on my dick.
But that's not how.
If you're coming from the place of I'm helping you, I'm going to rehab you, I'm going to put you on the right track. Jada was fucking predatory. Sleeping with that man.
Let's be honest about it then. If
you watch the Red Table,
let's be honest. Come on.
If he was as sick as she said he was, it was no reason why you should have been fucking him. Period. It was predatory.
But if you're let's think about this, right? If I am actively helping someone through something, and we're spending all this time together, you develop this entire relationship.
But you're coming at it from a caretaker role. That's predatory.
But I don't think it was like I'm your caretaker. It was like
I'm your benefactor. You're getting well. You're in rehab because of me.
My energy, like
we here.
That shit was predatory.
But what about her? Like she was also in a sticky situation.
I don't care.
But she said that. She said that I was in a vulnerable
Is it predator?
state.
Like he's a grown man. That's not a
predator. Who was battling drug addiction and mental health things? Like she was like that was the whole reason why their family took him in the first place.
Yes.
So I'm like functioning off of that knowledge. If you were fucking with him while he was trying to get himself back on track, that was not right of you,
he was friends with Jaden.
But
and
while he was
ended up over there,
while he was on big wild drugs, and their family was like, yeah, let us put you in rehab, let us get you back on track. And while he was in that fucking straitjacket, Jada Pinkett was sucking his dick. And that's the problem.
I'm sure that's not all that she was doing. I think they was in a relationship too.
She was popping that thing.
Because he wanted it to be popped on him.
She wanted to pop it on him. I'm not
she took it.
If he was sedated, I'm just saying she did take it. I'm not hearing it.
No. His only problem with it is she went back to her husband.
No.
So just like that's what dudes do. If you're not gonna be with me, how many of us have been in that situation? If you're not with me, you can have no one else.
If it were me, August would have played himself. I think I would have left Will Smith.
Hold on.
You played yourself.
2020.
Men talk more than women?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
You tried
it. Empowerment episode.
LOL.
Let it ride.
You tried
Let it be told.
Yeah.
Men have group chats just like we do.
And what do y'all talk about?
I seen them.
Come make sure you get your brunch fixed
here. Me.
14th Street and you.
Yes.
Don't.
Why are we talking about?
Men have different group chats.
And we got a bro code. You can't reveal the secret.
We got the group chat. I see it open up.
Perfect.
It's facts.
Fellas.
Perfect way to prove that.
Fellas.
Right. August. Jada wasn't saying nothing about it. Not because she was embarrassed, because it's my business. Right. Nobody needs to know. Will knew. The kids knew. They kept it in house. Period.
But another thing is Will's entanglements ain't never had the gall to go to Angela Yee and be like, yeah, I was popping that pussy on Will.
Because it's my business. It needs to be in-house, right? We getting on Jada.
Who needs to know?
Will been having his fun. He admitted we've been doing our thing. Yes. No. Y'all. Anyway, double standard.
It's not a double standard.
There we go. Yes, it is. It's a double standard all the time.
Okay. I agree that Jada should not have had to explain herself. I do believe. I do agree. I agree that Jada has to explain herself, but.
You feel what I'm saying, Sean?
I do.
Okay.
I do. Because but it was all the more reason of why, as a black woman, I think she did the right thing for Will's sake, for August's sake, for her own sake, for the public's sake. That she got caught up in saying entanglement. Yeah.
She had no choice.
But she didn't. She did. Her back was against the wall. But even in that, she showed the utmost
just
grace.
like Meg,
I was just like Meg.
And we're all Drake didn't tell us he had a fucking kid until the kid was like 3.
Shit.
And nobody said nothing about that shit, right?
Yeah.
Come on.
How did Aubrey get in this?
What y'all not gonna do is talk about my future baby daddy, okay?
You can't have no baby by
Well, he ain't gonna tell nobody he got a baby with you, girl.
Not talk about me.
He gonna say he hiding the world from his kids.
Till the baby about 10, then he gonna let us know.
Be like, look what I made.
He protecting us.
No, that's whack. Don't justify it.
No, it's a double standard. It's just like how WAP is getting all these mixed reviews and women are just they nasty,
right?
All of the
My thing is, how you think
press.
you got here? Cause your mama had that WAP. Don't
But
do
they're
that.
not the first ones to
Don't do that
this.
to Meg and don't do that to Cardi.
Did
Period.
you just say my mama
I
got a
did.
WAP?
Ask her, and I bet you she's confirming it.
I don't want to know.
My mom called her WAP the comeback coochie.
Not the comeback coochie. I don't know if
The
you're the one
comeback
out in the world.
She know now. Sorry, mom.
No, we are not talking about my mama's coon. Okay,
talking about it.
We're not talking about
That's
WAP.
how you got here. Somebody was talking about it, and then Sean came.
Oh Lord.
And I'm just in awe because you have a point. It's just like, what?
Ask your mama to see what she said.
Ew, no.
Okay, funny story. I played
Well, son.
Does my mom have a WAP? Does
Well,
my
son.
Jesus
I
Christ.
got no complaints.
Four
So
choices and be
Your
heard.
mom was-
She didn't like WAP at all.
Your mom
She was so
she's
thrown
the
off.
most free spirit I've ever met.
She is.
How?
She likes.
It's
She
a
doesn't
line.
like vulgar.
It's a line.
Okay.
It was
Yeah.
excessive
It's a
vulgar,
line.
and she was just like, "Oh,
It's a
y'all
line.
say pussy
Remember-
one too many times."
Remember the
for me.
old school comes from the lines of.
vulgarity was my favorite part.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, but they come from a different,
dangly
a
dang.
different era
The
where
dangly dang in
to
the back
do
of the-
things like that, they had different
No,
code words.
stop it,
Me and
stop
Mrs.
it.
Jones,
Stop.
you know.
No,
What was that
no,
song?
no,
Like,
no,
it's
When she
no.
was like, "I got 2 mans. They dick is long like a baseball bat."
Right,
And
no,
hits
from way back when,
It's like the 1930s.
right,
This is talking about the dicks that look like bats.
Etta James, was it
No,
Etta
it wasn't
James?
Etta. Don't play with Etta like that. But it was somebody else. Hold on, I'm gonna find it.
Nina Simone.
Shout out to all the black
Was it
women.
Nina Simone? There is a song
This
from
episode.
way back that's talking about big dicks, chokeholds, like
Oh, you mean all the songs?
Yo.
All of the women's songs.
right. So
Leading up until now.
but it's only a problem when we talk about our own shit. Like this is my body, so I can't.
It's called "Till the
I can't-
Cows Come Home" by Lucille Bogan,
There you go. That's it.
and she talks about fucking until
Yes.
the cows come home.
And what year was that?
19.
Why does the vulgarity do it for y'all so much of it? Is it?
Because it's already what we discuss amongst ourselves.
Let's
It's-
talk
That's
about
how
it.
y'all talk to.
And now you putting it out there.
But you said that.
Yes, that's
you
how I
said
talk
that
to
we
my
talk
friends.
more than y'all, but y'all talk like that.
No. No. There's a difference.
Tell me the
There's a difference
difference.
between spilling tea and sharing my own experience with someone I trust.
Mhm.
Now,
And when you do that, you give all the
It's one
details?
thing if I'm in here and I'm telling y'all, guess who I fucked last night?
And it was a handstand.
Right.
And
I'm
then
telling the
he
whole
did this.
room, right?
Nah, that's in the group
Handstand.
chat.
But
Braxton, you
I'm
young.
telling
My
Braxton,
God.
somebody, that's one-on-one.
Started doing handstands?
Yes.
Jesus.
That's something different
no.
if
different when
we're
you're talking
having a
about
The,
conversation.
I do hear that the girl group chats, the lady
They
group
get
chats.
fucking
I don't want to
explicit.
say female. I don't want to say female.
I appreciate
I
that.
don't want
Why?
to say female.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
because
Why?
I got
So,
sunned last week.
From what I've
For
heard,
saying
and just
female.
in my, I guess, English major mind, when you consider the connotation between the word female and the word male, oftentimes they're used to refer to animals or to
Okay.
classify things at
Yes.
basic gender levels, right?
That's true.
So male and female bathrooms or fucking male and female shoe sections, like it's on the most basic level. Like from all of the arguments that I've heard against the word female in reference to like an actual woman fucking body, it's just like, okay, female is, I want to say it's sort of insensitive. Like, it's
What's
sort of
the
like,
alternative?
you can call me a fucking woman. You can call me my name. You can call me that girl with the black dress with the fucking sunflowers on it. Like,
hey, girl with the pair of sucos.
that's me.
Back in the day.
Oh, what about look at that
I
girl
feel
with
like
this
when
new
someone
song?
calls me,
I want you to. Hold it up. You brought it up.
Yes, slip.
So you wanna
fell in the trap.
look
I
at
fell in
the
the
girl
trap.
with the Daisy Dukes on, right?
Oh my gosh.
But if I want to talk about how WAP my stuff is,
Yeah.
that's a problem.
No,
But you don't have a problem
With
with
her
looking at
wearing
me with
it.
my Daisy Dukes on.
because I want you to.
because it's one of those things where it's like, okay, keep your mouth shut. I can look at you as long as you sit here and be quiet.
Right,
True.
right.
Down
But
with the patriarchy.
Let's not forget there's a whole song about slobbing on someone's knob.
slide
Like
on my
corn on the
knob,
fucking
like
cob.
corn on the cob.
Like
Lay in
corn
the bed
whole song.
and give me head.
Hey, hey.
Tweet on
Look at, but
To the window, to the
the
wall,
wall.
to the sweat drips
Drop
down my balls.
Make sure
Right.
you
He's
wipe it
referring
first.
about perspiration
Make sure he
on
wipes it
his
first.
testicles.
Hygiene.
Get the fuck out of here. And all
That's
I'm
what's
talking about
happening in the
is how
club.
lubricated
Oh my god.
my reproductive organ is.
Hold on. Tom got a whole song for it.
Oh
Is
shit.
she doing the whisper?
Mama, let me whisper in your ear. Tell you something that you might try to
Oh
hear.
my god. Hold on. A colleague of mine mentioned.
So it's okay for guys to rap about it, right?
I didn't
so,
say it
but
was
here's
okay.
the thing. Here's the thing.
I didn't say
right?
it was
so,
okay.
So I was having a conversation with Theo about this, and we got into
I didn't say it was
a debate about delivery, right? It's
Okay.
all in how
I
the
disagree.
delivery.
I disagree,
right?
Theo.
So it's not like it's not like it's delivered wrong, right? But it's not received. At the same moment.
Theo just catching strays out here. Theo catching strays
So
out
if
here.
Mariah Carey had gotten on with the
I need tech
Another
support. I
thing,
need
dog.
support.
No, hear me out.
I'm
Hear
listening,
me.
dog. I wanna
Listen,
hear you. I wanna
at
hear
the
you.
same moment, Janae Aiko
Bitch, that's what I was gonna
has the same type of song.
Called fucking
Pussy
Pussy Fairy.
Fairy.
And because she whispered it
I
in her
love
fucking
her
dainty
because
ass
she's
voice,
like,
That's
I
true.
know what you're talking
as
Okay.
opposed to Meg
Okay.
saying, Your Honor, I'm a
All
freak
right.
bitch.
But
It
at the
wasn't
same
received
time,
the same.
but at the same time, you ain't gotta say too much. From the look in your eyes, I can tell you want to fuck.
That's true. However,
Oh yeah, that's a
because
song. You ain't
Meg
gotta
and
say
Cardi-
And you ain't gotta call me your boo.
You
I
don't.
think it's
just as
you
much as
ain't-
wanna fuck
Just
her.
as
All
bad
right.
as you wanna.
All
I
right.
wanna.
None, and then he made sure and consent. No.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta say too
But
much.
here's the thing. Here's the thing.
We
Cardi
not making
B,
these songs.
Little Kim,
A
the
colleague-
Or
rapper.
what's the
See,
other
look,
joke? The
and
Ooey
that was my
song?
point. A colleague said that we not making this music if y'all didn't vibe to it. Right or wrong?
But what they're doing, they're taking men's samples that were the same type of vibe about the
Only
woman, and
dehumanizing
they're
us.
I don't see it as dehuman. Well, their
But the
version.
intent of
but
Uncle
it's
Luke
to take
was to
back.
not empower me.
It's
You
to
feel me?
take
Uncle
back.
Luke was trying to degrade me.
It's the
low-key.
pussy take back.
Hoes in this house. They was calling me a hoe. Whereas with Cardi and with Meg, I'm
It's
calling
the-
myself a hoe. And I'll be goddamned. I'll be goddamned. I can call myself a hoe cuter than you can. So, it's some hoes in this goddamn
It's the
house.
pussy take back. Right here on
I'm
Be Heard.
reclaiming my pussy.
Right.
Reclaim it.
You can only
Hold on, but here's the question.
Here's
Here's the question. Who took it?
Men.
Specifically.
The
who
word
took
pussy
it?
used to make me cringe. Like,
Yeah, I didn't used to say it when I was
used to make
younger.
me like, ah. Call it a vagina, please.
It's a
That's what it
vagina.
Just vagina?
Call it, that's what she is.
What about
She has a name, but call her vagina.
I've always liked that word, guys.
vagina?
Pussy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Oh.
It just vibes with you.
Hey,
I didn't know it was like
This
that.
episode is a whole wop, yo. This whole episode is a whole wop, yo.
Okay, well, how do y'all feel about the City Girls? I mean, Cardi, this is like what her second,
I
third
prefer
time.
Meg
doing it.
over the City Girls.
I think
The
City
City
Girls go
Girls-
harder than WAP.
Way
If you ask
harder.
me.
Nah.
I
Way
think,
harder.
I think the City Girls go hard. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to see what the big
So
issue
you-
with
you
WAP
gotta-
is.
People
Listen to
from
the new-
Miami, well, people from Florida in general, are a whole different breed of people.
Mm.
They go so much fucking harder in Florida. It literally
Have you
makes
seen Kodak Black?
it makes no
Have you-
sense. So
have you seen
I have like
Gunplay?
one of my best friends is from Miami. She strips down in Miami, and
Where
she's
at?
like,
Really?
Where at?
I think the Body Miami. Shout out the Body Miami.
We need to
And
have like a.
it's really bad.
whole body.
Yeah.
Her pussy talks
When
English, Spanish, French,
yeah.
Euros, and yens. It talks all of those languages.
Okay.
Wait,
And-
how do you know what?
Don't ask me that.
All right.
Why you want to know that?
You don't need to be worried about
If
it.
she got
She has a
trilingual
multilingual
pussy,
pussy.
if she got trilingual
Yes,
pussy.
She has multilingual pussy.
Right.
And
I tried multi.
yeah, it was one of those things. Was like I've been raised.
I got a burning question. Go ahead.
You can't. What was that thing? That quote Sufjan said: "Don't let him take you home with nothing but a dry pocketbook without putting nothing else in it." Like, if all you getting out of the situation is the wet pussy, then you didn't really get anything out of the situation.
Well,
Like,
what if that's all I want out of the situation?
well, no, you need tell him throw a dime in it.
I feel like you're still owning it though.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's whatever the situation is, as long as you as the female is owning that situation, whatever comes out of it comes out of it. So if I come in wanting my bills paid and to get fucked, then hopefully that's what you get.
Yeah.
If I come in only wanting the second part of that and that's what I got, then I'm still winning.
I won. Yeah.
I'm still winning.
Listen.
So okay, so then
I've always been in
how do we
control.
go
You
about
hear
that?
me?
How do we go about that? How do we go about all of this respectfully as men? Like for real, like we can't say female anymore. You know,
A part
there's
of
a
it
lot of
comes
men that
down
have
it
a
really doesn't bother me.
that are
We have
struggling
to
with
get
it.
more
Other things to
comfortable.
call me. That,
Right,
But,
like
I
bitch
mean-
is worse than female. Like, come on.
Which I don't get. I mean,
Just don't call me a bitch and we won't have no problem.
that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
unless it's like, bitch, let me
Like, oh my god, bitch.
But only my
But a
friends
dude
can call
can't
me
say
bitch,
that though.
like-
I'm talking about for men.
Sean, if you would have called me a bitch, I would punch you in the face.
That's
Oh,
my point. That's my point. Even if I said bitch, like I can't.
I might like it like that.
See?
Call me bitch like that. I like it.
Look,
I like
all
it.
right. So let's give the fellas the playbook then on how to navigate this respectfully. If we're losing on the front of letting
Follow
down
our
Meg,
vibe.
if we're losing on the
That,
front,
I feel like the theme of 2020 is sort of communicate.
Mhm.
Like a lot of guys that I've a lot of my guy friends are so fucking nervous about the concept of consent. Like they're like, I don't know if she wants me to do this because
Just ask.
just
What
open
we
your
doing
mouth
tonight?
and be like, what do you want me to fucking do
ask
for
every
you?
step of the way. Ask every step
Yes,
of
you
the way.
need to ask. I mean, I
Or
thank
do
God
you
I'm not
like,
dating
is this okay
anymore,
with
but
you? Do you like this? It's just like fucking communication. Like I feel like that is what, because it's a new point in time for everyone. Like
It is.
it's a new point in
It
time.
is.
We have more
It
gender.
is.
It's like everything is fucking fluid and
It's more than a new point in time. We have a reset. We have a social reset. It's a new
Yeah,
election
because
coming
everyone,
out.
I feel like
It's
our
Corona
generation
happening right now. As soon as this
it's
is
super
done, it's
mindful
gonna be there.
about the people around us. Like we're not gonna, if you have specific pronouns you want to
Yeah.
use, I'm not gonna go out of my way to disrespect your pronouns.
So then what if I got a
is
girl?
that really
Hold
what
on,
dating
hold
is
on.
like
If-
now?
Yes, that's the thing.
What's your
In my
pronoun?
work email signature, we have to
Yeah,
have like what
his-
pronouns we
yeah,
want to
girl,
his,
specify.
him,
I don't.
yeah.
At my job, we don't
They,
do
them,
that.
theirs,
My job is.
I mean, some people on Zoom, I have been in certain Zooms, and you know how Zoom just populates from your job or whatever? So in some people's Zooms, it says like their name
Yeah.
and their pronoun.
Yeah.
At my job right now, we don't do that.
We
But
have
when
to put
I
in our
was in New
email
York,
signatures.
we had a whole professional development about gender and respecting everybody's. It's very exhausting. to me.
It's in our whole email signatures.
It is,
Like,
but
it's a
I'm
thing.
not finna be dating like that. Well, I don't
Why
got.
not?
I don't got to worry about it, okay? Because I'm married. So.
Hey boo,
Listen, thank you, Jesus.
Oh,
'cause
my
I ain't got something.
shout out to God. Thank you to this man.
Oh
Crazy
my
people.
goodness.
I'd be like,
But y'all
wait a
still
minute.
haven't given me the playbook. I want the playbook,
Okay.
ladies. Come on.
I don't
I feel
know.
like you
You
need
got-
to follow the female's vibe. If she
Explain.
says no,
Yeah.
if she says nah, I'm good.
And let's talk about that
That's
no.
it.
The no
Like,
is
that's
non-negotiable. Like if someone tells you no, it's not the space for you to sit there and try to convince them of otherwise.
But see, but that's the problem. Like,
No,
You-
I've been in a lot of situations where niggas have tried to finesse me out the pussy, and it's like, okay,
But
I've
that-
told you no one time, and
All
you
right,
think
all right,
because
all right.
we hit enough J's that it's gonna be yes. It's still fucking no, and now I just smoked all your weed.
I'm still
So
winning.
now what?
So now I'm winning.
So how? That's what I'm saying. You guys got the chance. All three of y'all have the chance to make the playbook, the guidebook, not the playbook, the guidebook for the acceptable approach to the black woman. right? Let's just say that we're crafting this for 2021. Let's just dress that up. You know how we like to do the imagination station.
Okay, let's get the car. No, you didn't do it right. Get in the car.
Get in the car.
I'm in the car.
We got it.
In my car.
We're doing it? Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Let me open the hatch.
H driving in my
Seatbelt.
Oh yeah, strap in, ladies. Strap in.
my rear view.
Oh, why do I like this so much? Okay. All right.
I didn't bring my license.
Wait a minute, who's driving?
I'm driving.
Okay, now we going to that now. You driving? All right. Seatbelt.
I put it on already.
There we go.
I can drive.
Braxton, you been drinking.
It's imaginary. It's fine. We won't crash.
Y'all are safe. Do you have your seatbelts on though? Just in case. Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
It goes in 3, 2, 1.
Oh. 2021.
And what we doing?
There's a book out. Dom, Mel, Braxton. Y'all wrote the guidebook to the respectful approach to the new age modern black woman. Henceforth.
Okay. Let me.
It's only one page.
Whoa. If it's one page or not.
The new age modern black woman.
I need to know what I'm reading.
Let me write that down.
How to respectfully approach this.
Reproductive organs.
You still talking about the WAP?
You gotta find the clip, man.
Jesus.
You gotta fucking find it.
And it's not a button.
Braxton's rule
not
number
a
one.
It's not a
is-
button.
Everyone likes
Hold on,
theirs.
wait,
treated
hold on.
differently.
But is it just about sex though?
That's what
my
I'm saying.
thing.
Hold on.
It's not. So my chapter is not about sex.
All right. Okay. Wait.
It's about more than that.
Then let's do it like that. Chapter 1.
Okay, start with the person.
Chapter 1.
Yeah.
Don't
Her
start with the
vibe.
vagina.
Okay.
Right.
Chapter 1 is follow her vibe. Explain
If
it.
she's all about the WAP and she's sending you the ooh la la signals, then you know what time it
The
is.
ooh la
If
la.
she's chilling,
But some girls are sending the signals that still don't want it.
You need to be
The ooh la la.
extraordinary. You need to set
The
yourself
fucking
apart.
ooh la la.
So you need to
the
do
ooh la
whatever
la.
research
You know the
research
Oh, I
that
know
you've
the
done.
ooh la la.
to find
Sometimes
out
they
about
don't know
it.
their
If she an
own
art
ooh la
type
la.
girl, find out some local free art museums nearby and take Shawty to some art museums.
Hello, we in
Does
DC.
she like to fucking make pottery? You better go to Pottery and Meat and make a fucking vase. Does Shawty like to cook? You better go and get a cheap, simple fucking meal and y'all have a cook with me thing. Like
No, you can just order.
you need
what's
to
the
set
box?
yourself apart
The little
because
box
that's
thing.
really what's gonna like make her be like,
Yeah,
oh
we
yeah,
used to
this
get it
needs
all
to be
the
my
time.
man.
but at
Set-
the same
set yourself
time,
apart.
at the same time, what if I don't want that from you?
I don't
What if
know.
I just
Sucks to be
But that's
you.
what Braxton was saying. Like that's if that's her
like,
vibe.
If
that's
I
her vibe.
just want you to dive into this WAP,
Well, no. So we also listen,
I
right?
don't want you to take me to
Jesus.
a
If
art
we want
thing.
that, you have to communicate that.
Hold on.
I
Hold
have
on.
been
Hold on.
okay. Listen,
Oh, you first, Dom. You first,
you
and then
have
me. Then me.
to
'Cause this
communicate
is
what
crazy.
you're about. So if I'm in a situation,
Fucking ooh la
I
la.
was literally talking about this with somebody the other day. If you gotta start at
Fucking
5,
ooh la la.
let the nigga know you gotta start at 5.
Okay.
Like
You're
one of
Thursday.
4.
You are Thursday.
One of
Don't
5.
hit me on Tuesday because that's not your day.
No, you don't gotta be Thursday, but well, maybe you are.
You Thursday.
But I'm just saying, like,
Yo.
you have to be open. If this is
But
not
you
exclusive.
throwing me the ooh la la vibe, and I'm Thursday.
Yes, you
No.
get that ooh la la on
When?
Thursday.
But you pump faking
No.
the whole time. You're pump faking the whole time.
No.
You have to realize you are leasing this ooh la la.
Saying that.
You are leasing this ooh la la.
Someone just threw something at us, guys.
Go ahead. No, say your piece. No, say your piece.
Keep going. You are leasing this ooh la la.
You're leasing it. Say your piece.
So your lease is only for Thursday.
Okay, so I'm not down with the lease part, but listen,
Nah,
whenever we
what
get
I'm
together,
not,
we
what
get
I'm
together.
not down with is
But
the mixed signal. Hold on, time out.
that's what I'm with you on
We're
that.
there.
I'm
We're there
with you.
because Braxton is saying take me to pottery
No,
class like it's
no.
Ghost and Patrick
If
Swayze.
I just want
and Melissa's
to
saying
get the
just
WAP,
smash
if
this
I want
WAP.
you to get the WAP, I'm gonna be like, listen, this is just about the WAP. We don't have nothing else. So come over here. Let's do what we finna do. And you go home, and I will go home.
In your honest opinion, in your honest experience and opinion, how many women are actually being that transparent?
Not
A lot.
many.
That's
you
the
think?
point.
I don't
That's the
think.
point.
I don't think.
Wait
That's
a
the
minute.
point.
Everybody pause.
That's the point. That's the
Everybody
point.
Go.
That's the
Everybody
point.
pause. How many men are being there?
What? That is the point.
How many?
There you go. That too.
Are being
That too.
transparent at the same
We
time.
are. If we there, we transparent.
No, not if you're there. Are you kidding me?
Right there.
Come
I
on.
love you.
I feel
wanna
like-
be-
We right there.
It's like you don't have to pillow talk me.
Don't pillow
And that's
talk.
all
You
we
just
are?
said take you to.
No, if it's
They
just about
all
the
have
walk,
something to say. They all. Can y'all just say it? Just say
if it's just about the walk, then we don't need to fucking pillow talk now.
Huh?
Stirred the pot.
Way better? All right. I got a special guest I'm bringing on. His name is Tosin, my brother. Nah, come on. No. We could Tosin. Let's go.
Theo,
We be back here.
No, that but come to the mic. Come to the mic. Tell the story.
You got mad stories.
I got mad stories. I do. My man's got receipts. Jesus. You got this is on y'all. This is blood on. Look at what Braxton said. This is blood on y'all hands.
He pressed
man.
pause. Cause this is, I was like, oh my goodness.
Oh, we about to get order coming from this episode.
Like, this is
We only
pause.
is.
Wait a minute.
Communication is a big thing for me, right?
Right?
But men aren't.
That's why you married, boo.
No, I'm saying we're not good communicators. But that's why
Yes,
when women have to
You
do
better
that
let
whole
the
little
people
question, the little what are we? No, it's no what are we? You know we are what
It's
we
like, but
what
if I have
you-
to ask, then I clearly don't fucking know.
But if you gotta ask,
That's
don't
what-
deserve it either.
Facts.
If you gotta ask.
Okay, let me process that in my brain.
Is the camera?
That's mad true.
No, we're just talking.
Can you just, are you playing?
Yeah, this
Keep it on.
All right, fine. I got it on.
Fire.
I'm blocking it.
In the sense of like,
All right, so I would never ask a girl to kiss her. It's just like
yeah,
that would be-
you right.
You know what I mean?
But
Like-
you're feeling off of my vibe,
also-
right?
Yeah,
but
but you
like
also
you said,
send the wrong
it's-
vibes sometimes.
It's different for.
All right, I'm gonna dress it up.
Different people.
Okay. I'm gonna dress it up.
Y'all said the
It's
wrong
really
vibes.
not black
I'ma
and
dress
white.
it up.
I don't think that we can have this conversation like a
I'm
black and
gonna-
white issue.
I'm gonna dress it up. I'm gonna dress it up. I'm gonna dress it
I'm
up.
ready.
Relax,
You gotta
relax,
wait a minute.
relax.
Wait a minute.
Relax.
Y'all-
This is
Yeah, like you just leaning in.
Hold
Yeah,
on,
I feel that.
wait. This is good. This is good conversation. This
Tell
is
the
good.
story. You
All
got
right.
a story.
No, he's
Now-
just dressing something up.
Now
Dress it up and make
you
it
meet
real
you
for
meet
me.
you meet a young lady in a crowd. You know, y'all are vibing.
I'm going back.
Vibrant
pull up.
I'm going back 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Vibrant thing.
You meet a young lady in a vibrant crowd.
So very long time.
We good? We're good?
30,
You meet a young lady in the crowd.
55.
Hold on, I got you. You meet a young lady, y'all out in a group setting, everything's nice, parlaying, y'all are kicking it. Next thing you know, it's that one-on-one conversation, eyes are locking,
Yeah,
the
it's a-
vibe and the
yeah,
connection
yeah,
is there.
yeah.
You understand the bond and you understand how everything is flowing and going, and even making
Tell your story.
whole WAP
Shit,
happen.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Okay.
You got me in. I'm here.
I
Yeah,
got you.
I'm here.
But
Keep
then
talking.
you pick up the phone and say, "Hey, baby."
Wait a minute. Is that a real story?
That's a real story. How does that happen?
Who said, hey, baby?
The girl.
What's the problem?
That's why we can't.
What's the
We are lost.
Are you kidding me?
The problem was your phone wasn't on airplane mode. You was fucking up. You got the call. The call came through.
Black
That was the
women, I love
problem.
y'all, but this is truth. This is truth. This is truth,
I
okay?
can change your name to Pizza Hut.
Oh, no. That is wrong.
I've never done that.
I
I've
am
never done
I'm on the other team.
The other team?
Yeah, I think that is messed up. Like,
Well,
I would
thank you.
never. I have always been very clear and transparent when I'm was dating. Very clear.
Yeah.
Here's what this is.
Yeah.
Okay. We're just gonna go to happy hour all the time, and then whatever happens after that is what happens. Okay. This
Okay,
is-
where was the consent in that? Where
It was like a mutual agreement
Where was the
between you
verbal?
guys.
Where
Yeah,
was
there was
the
it's a
verbal or
conversation
visual
like
consent in that?
no, it's a conversation like what do you want? What do you want, right, out of this situation? Okay, this is what I want. And if we want different things,
Then
then
it's not gonna work.
At this very moment, I don't want a relationship. I don't want you, like, here's where I am. I just want to have a great time. And if you come back to my place or I go to
Okay.
your place, then that's what we're gonna do.
How you gonna act?
That's chapter 1. That's following the vibe. That's chapter 1.
And
That's
he
following
said,
the vibe.
so one guy I dated, he was like, well, I want something a little bit more serious than that. And I was like, well,
Bye.
I don't want that right now. So guess what? Good riddance. It's been nice knowing you.
Theo dancing.
Right.
Theo's dancing.
So that's just not where I was at the time.
Chill.
And then it's like a ping pong. Then maybe down the line you might be like, you know what? That was a really nice guy. Let me hit him up and see what's going on.
So you know what? At the same time, I feel like as females, we tend to do that.
Ooh, don't say female, girl.
I am a female. I'm not a male.
You saw that? Did you see that? Did you see
I'm a
that?
female.
Did you see that? Are you a woman or are you a female? Because I literally got put in my place last week over that.
It is all synonymous.
I am not with that.
Shorty said, am I a dog?
She's a salad lover.
Shout out to Cynthia. Shout out to Cynthia. We love Caesar salad.
I might be basic, but that salad was torched.
Okay.
Shout out to Cynthia.
I feel like as women, females, girls,
People with vaginas.
WAPs, whatever,
Love it.
we tend to try to make someone be what we want them to be.
Yes,
I feel that.
and
As well, and that's how we end up in a lot of disappointing
Fucked up.
situations.
Yeah.
And I also feel like I'm about to hate you for this.
Get into it. I'm
Just
ready.
say it.
Speak your
Just
truth.
say it.
No,
Listen,
speak.
be heard.
Speak your
I
feminine
feel
truth
like
and
in
be heard.
2020, I feel like men have taken on that persona where like I know what I'm looking for right now. I done had all my fun. I know what I'm looking for right now.
Facts.
So the whole thing where we, I know what he said, but I think if I take him on like 3 more dates, he might.
No, you can't change
He might
nobody.
come around. I feel like men have taken on that,
Yes.
and we have kind of, and we're the ones that are like.
I'm loving the energy.
I said what I said.
I said what I said. I think there's been a shift. I don't know what happened, but I feel like there's been a shift in the gender roles
City
as
girls.
far as
For
maybe it's the
okay,
city girls.
okay,
I don't
okay,
know.
okay,
It's men
but
and
She's
girls.
a whole other
But
brand.
hold on,
yeah.
hold on, hold on, hold on.
woman?
If the shift is not for the better, right? And the playbook, the guidebook is supposed to, change the narrative to be more respectful for black women. Should the way that the roles are going stay the same?
Follow the vibe. Again.
Chapter 2. What's chapter 2? What's chapter 2?
Your vibes change so often though.
I low-key
Change
think
It's-
they should
but
say the same. Like, I
You can't
appreciate.
follow if you keep
I like
changing
men
shit,
sort of
bro.
like keeping their ears to the
You are
street and be like,
free to
okay,
find
let me
someone
be more
else.
mindful of
Facts.
fucking how you're feeling today.
Okay. Can I make an editor's annotation here
Do it.
into chapter 1?
You are not a part of the book.
I'm
Like,
not.
I'm kidding.
Ghostwriter,
Whip.
Bolton. You can call me Hypena if you need.
Not Hypena.
So that it's like
Just to go with the female aesthetic.
There you go.
Not the female aesthetic, the women
Let's instead of just follow the vibe, respect the vibe.
Okay.
Respect the
Adhere to
vibe.
Way better.
Acknowledge the vibe.
But more than it's
Be
more
the
than just
vibe.
adhering or being the vibe. It's actually just acknowledging. All right, you like pottery class. You want to go on those dates and stuff like
Listen.
that. But you also might want that WAP thrash. That's cool too.
You have to just listen to
But it's-
what
but it's-
each
Exactly.
other, not
Part
just
of
to the
this is
women.
a teacher
It's-
moment. I'm gonna have
Right,
a teacher
right.
moment. So this book I was reading, it's called Spare the Child, and it's about how black parents shouldn't beat their kids. Right? Follow me where I'm going. And basically,
We all like,
Everybody turn their back up. I don't know
follow
about
me where I'm going. Basically, the argument behind why black parents basically like beat their kids and type shit. It's
Yeah.
like it's a refusal to acknowledge children as human beings.
Mhm.
To acknowledge them as little adults.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's essentially what they are. They're little adults.
Yeah.
So when you take that into consideration, it's like, okay, you sort of have to consider people with the same sort of duality that you have to afford to children. Like, a child can be crying and laughing at the same fucking time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
So
because
can an adult.
they don't know how to gauge their emotions.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to sort of extend that same grace to
Are you comparing children and men?
No.
I'm comparing children to adults.
She's comparing children to adults.
Children to us,
She's
because
just-
we were all children
Yeah.
at some point. So it's just
sorry.
like
It's essentially just
It was familiar.
It's
Sorry.
essentially
That
just
duality.
saying that
You can be
respecting
two
the
things.
balance of it. Just of what it said, like, you know, just what I was just saying a second ago, of you can go to pottery class and want to go on those date things. That's your
I can
vibe.
go make
but
a
I have
base
to
and
understand
still
that
trying to
you
be
know,
fresh at the same time.
yeah, but
Like,
understanding too that you want to be choked a little bit while I'm getting.
But
that
don't
thing
choke me
going.
too much.
Nice, Sean.
Yeah.
High five on that.
Yeah, high five. That's why I said respect the vibe, because across the board, it's not just one thing you're aiming for or the
No
other.
one is ever just
You know
one
what I'm saying?
thing.
It's
Yeah.
you're as an individual, as complex as you are, all of your balance should be respected thereas.
Or at least
Black,
acknowledge.
especially
Like,
as a
try
black
to.
woman.
It's hard to sort of learn and uphold someone in the same degree that you uphold yourself.
Right.
Like, you know yourself
Absolutely.
good as fuck.
Absolutely.
You know when Sean is hungry.
Absolutely.
You know when Mish wants
Absolutely.
to fucking drink. You know when Dom wants to take a bath. So it's like each of those things you have to now learn that about a whole separate person.
Right, so but
That shit is hard.
that's why relationships are work.
They're fucking work.
So if you're gonna give your top 3 things to a male suitor, what would they be?
Number 1, please don't take it personally. I catch attitude.
This is chapter 2, by the way.
I get upset about little shit.
And it might not have nothing to do with you.
I'm a very anxious person. I smoke weed, so that helps with that. But outside of that, like I get anxious, and my anxiety manifests as irritability. So it can look like I'm being a bitch, but I'm not
It
trying
has
to
nothing
be.
to do with you.
I really just can't get all the shit together. So it's like
So-
my first
so you
step
have-
would
do
be
you
don't
com-
take that shit personal.
Do you
Like,
communicate that?
after the fact, but in the moment, for me, it's easier to just like not say anything to you as opposed to like I
Lash
spaz
out.
on you
Yeah.
about some little shit, and then I feel like even more
So
fucked
now
up.
they explain the lash in addition to.
and why I lashed out. It's like as opposed to let me calm down and be like, listen, I was ignoring you because I didn't want to cuss you out.
But hopefully you found someone that understands that and is able to withdraw along with you.
Me and
when
my
you
boyfriend, we've
get
been
in a-
together, I want to say like 5 years now. We've been together for a very long time. So it's been a process, especially since we started living together, of like learning like, okay, you don't want to be fucked with all the time, but it's not because I did anything to you. Like, you might just have had a bad day and you just need a minute.
Yeah.
And I just got to give you that minute and extend you that grace. So I think that would be the first step that I give to men. Like, okay, don't take that shit personally. Like, she can have an attitude
Don't
and you
take
didn't
it personal,
do it.
fellas. Chapter 2.
Don't take it personal.
I said don't take personal. What's yours?
Chapter 3.
The one thing. So
That
I
you would
said
give
3.
relationship advice.
We're
Yeah.
gonna just drop it to 1.
I don't want to say communication because it's really cliche.
But that's
But
a big
it's-
No,
thing.
that's a big
it.
A lot of us
It's
haven't
so
been taught to
cliche,
communicate.
though.
But it's very important.
That's what I
still.
was gonna
It's
say.
very important. still.
Okay.
Remember, hold on.
No, I
Remember,
would pro- I
yeah,
would probably
you're writing this
say-
book. You're writing this book.
Emotional competence.
There we go.
Emotional fucking intelligence. Learning to articulate your emotions. Learning to say what you are
Yourself?
feeling.
Yes.
And
would
not
be
project
mine.
that onto other people. And
Can
that's
we
not
can
a
we
skill
can we
we're
request
taught in black
that?
communities.
Can we request that on both ends though? Can we
Yes.
request that on both ends?
Fuck
Both
yeah.
people. and
Everything
you're
that
with
we're
Emotion-
saying
'cause emotion-
is for both
it's
people.
mutual. So
Yeah.
if you're
Okay.
with someone or you're
Okay.
dealing with someone that is not in touch with their emotions or don't know how to process
Yeah.
their emotions.
Or can't even name them. Like the first step, that's one of those things that we teach kids, like how to name your emotions. Frustration looks like this.
Yeah.
Happiness looks like this.
Yeah.
Sadness looks like this.
Yeah.
And it's like learning how to classify those emotions is so big.
Yeah, what happens
I mean,
when you
even
get
in the
older,
infant room,
you
you're
don't
taught
do
that.
those.
It's
things.
so
Yeah.
in the
big.
infant classroom, you're taught how to
And
classify
suppression is taught
your
in black
emotions.
communities. Like I know in our family, like
Okay.
don't talk about that shit.
Summary of the book. What's the how
The
you?
summary,
Yeah.
I would say,
What's the closing? What's the
if
closing
you
factor of the book?
if you want to be in a relationship, if you want something long term or short term,
If you
this
want
is-
something worthwhile.
right, even if it's just for the moment, you have to communicate that,
Mm.
and you have to be open and honest on both ends,
Because we're not
so
kids
that
no more.
both
Yeah.
parties are clear about what's happening. If one person is unclear about the situation,
Fucks the whole thing up.
then it's not gonna work. Even if it's just for the moment. I might want you just for these next
These
few
2
months.
weeks, yeah.
You might be the rebound dude. Guess what? me personally, I'm gonna tell you that. Is that a problem?
No, but it's emotional maturity on your end.
And if you can't handle it, that's your business. I can find somebody else that's gonna be able to handle that.
Yeah.
Sum it up.
All right, girl. I know, but for real.
I'm a woman.
I'm not doing this. But what I do want to add though, and I want to be. This is gonna sound bad, but I really don't care because it's true. I really want black women to understand. Y'all are the pinnacle. Everything around y'all isn't as strong as a black woman, you know. So all the things that you guys deal with and still like push through and persevere through, like motherhood and the typical day-to-day of gender roles and stuff, and then fighting for your rights and fighting to be a woman and everything and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, from every avenue of black women, trans included.
If it's dishes in the sink, somebody gonna wash it.
Right,
It don't gotta be me.
Right. But what I'm saying is that
It might not ever be me.
for what it's worth, black women have been ahead of the curve.
It all sort of ties together. It's like on job applications and shit. You have to choose which one you want to be first. Am I a black person first?
Yeah.
Or am I a woman first?
Yeah.
Or am I a black woman first? And it's
Yeah.
like, for me in my life and in my life experiences, those two identities can never be separate from one another.
Absolutely.
I cannot be a woman. I cannot
Absolutely.
talk about my experience as a woman without acknowledging my experience as a black woman.
I decline to answer.
I think we are of the same age range.
Okay. I always
So we
decline
think-
to answer that.
We think different, I think.
So it's just one of those things. It's like I can't make a choice, and I refuse to sort of succumb to the role of being the mother of the world. Like in that J. Cole song,
You do?
if I'm educating you and you're telling me that my tone is hindering you from understanding my message, then I'll be goddamned if I'm going to continue to educate you.
Wow.
And that.
Wow, that's
Girl,
unfortunate.
I don't care. I always black woman.
unfortunate.
I'm a black woman first.
Unapologetically, I am
But I
a
just
black
don't like the
woman.
burden. I don't
In
like
my
the onus
classroom.
being
We
put.
talked about this.
Yeah, we did.
Cold world, no black.
In my
I don't like the onus
We talked
being put
about
on
it.
black
We had
women to be
episodes
the
about it.
educators,
We
the
talked about
correctors, the fixers of the
But
world.
see, but that's what
No,
I'm saying.
I
But-
don't have a problem with
but-
this
but
because
that's
the
what-
kids that I teach look
Yeah.
like me, so I don't have a problem with it. The other kids in my classroom that don't look like me, y'all gonna be straight.
I just know
but I'm gonna let you know this is how it's gonna be for you too, boo. But for the rest of y'all in here, listen, little boy, what you don't have to do is strive to be in the NBA or the NFL or whatever. You want to play soccer? That's great. But let me show you this other side of things.
Right.
And I don't have a problem being, and I've been in schools where I was like,
the black
oh my gosh,
savior,
she's so-
or just like
she's
just
so
resigned
loud.
to.
But they think they're the white savior.
I don't want
I'm here to
Sage,
help
I
the
don't
black
want my
kids.
little sister or anyone to just feel like they are resigned to the role of being like
But it's
the black
Uh-huh.
superhero.
Uh-huh.
Like black women are trendsetters. You feel me? Like the bamboo earrings, like edges, all of that shit. We did that shit. You're welcome, universe. But it's like that burden of creation, that burden of like being the fixers can get fucking heavy.
But it doesn't. But that's exactly what I'm saying. It doesn't have to get heavy. It's who you are naturally as the nurturing figures of this world. You don't have to take on that role in that job. You don't have to. That's the part of the vacation that I want you to experience as a black woman. That who you are naturally is it. You can be the single mom. You can be the abused girlfriend. You can be the coworker left behind and still be out here killing it with your WAP. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's what I'm saying. Like you're still none of. If you are the example by yourself to just show that no matter what I go through, this is my elegance, this is my awesomeness as a black woman, regardless of what Tory Lanez or Trey Songz or whoever the fuck is doing, you're still you. And the world is taking its sweet time and its sweet tolerance of dealing with y'all, but that hasn't shifted y'all from who y'all are at all. You're still these powerful, prominent women that we're seeing on the bookshelf today.
Hello.
You know what I mean?
Hey girl,
That's the point. That's the point that I was trying to get to.
Hey Mandy,
it's
hey
just that no matter
Carla,
what,
hey Michelle,
that's where it's at.
Girl.
I mean, shoot, look at Issa.
Listen, Sister Soldier, we see you,
Issa
girl.
was actually an awkward black girl who started a YouTube joint on her cell
Was
phone.
or is? She still, I think
She still is. She still is.
Listen, but that's the thing that I'm saying to you. Live in your truth.
Live in your truth.
Live in your
It's
truth
fine.
and
You don't
be
have,
who you are
you don't have to be the
unapologetically.
fixer. Woo!
Heated episode today, bro.
It's a good. But I liked it. I liked all the vulgarity.
Yes.
Yeah, I like
okay,
all the
we'll go with
vulgarity that came with it. I
Yeah.
love the energy that
And the honesty.
brought, and the
Yes.
honesty. Because that's what we want. That's what this platform is for you to be heard from all angles and
be vulnerable.
And be vulnerable more than anything. But I wanted y'all to express black women as black women, and it came across. I loved it. You know, portraits.
And we're not all the same, as you
That
heard.
came across clearly. Shouts out to all the fellas today that was here that enjoyed the conversation. I just love that the conversation got started in a healthy factor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Portraits, anything to say? Braxton?
Thank you for having us.
Hey, yeah,
Follow us on
yeah.
Instagram, like us on Facebook,
Yeah.
and subscribe on YouTube.
Hey.
Y'all started in June? This chemistry is crazy.
We ain't new to this, we true to this.
Hey.
But ask your mama about us.
Hey, I'm proud to be your executive producer, man.
got
Dom,
love for
anything
you,
the
little
people?
baby.
Y'all so damn cute. Dom.
No, the people heard everything that we, us had to say.
Okay.
You hear me?
I love it.
Let us know what y'all think. Weigh in.
Tell them where to find us.
Hey, you can find us at on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Be heard
Uh-huh.
on Instagram.
Yeah.
On Gmail. Email us if you're fancy. You don't like to DM. Hit us up at Gmail. Be heard podcast. Excuse me, at gmail.com. That's the mimosa show.
Run it up.
Listen. Y'all can find us. Y'all know where to find us. Stop faking.
Why y'all playing?
Listen to
Y'all
the old
already tuned in.
episodes
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
because they fire.
I'm glad for all the support. I'm glad for all the love. I'm glad for everyone accepting the safe space that we made in this crazy pandemic time, and the fact that we're able to come together on the Sunday Fun Day and get it in. Shouts out to Provision 14 and Cynthia. Shouts out to Tosin, from Chicago. My boy, I haven't seen him since 2012. He's in the building. He gave his points and stuff. Creative director Ian Crawford in the building as always. If you love it, keep loving it. We're here for y'all.
If you don't love it yet, keep listening so you can love it.
You know it, Dom. You know it.
Love it.
Hello.
You can't help but love
And
it.
if you really, really love it, tell some friends so they can love it too.
Yes,
Yes,
fall
man.
in line.
And as usual,
Tap
y'all, be you, be true, and most of all, be
Be heard.
Drop
Drop the bomb.
Yeah.
Drop the bomb.